Good morning, welcome back to Summer Project Zomboid. It's been a couple days again in the base, and with that wonderful blacksmithing book we found in the last episode, I managed to get all the way up here to level 8. Well, technically still level 7. I thought, I'll leave the last little dip here, the last little crafting action for the episode. We're level 8 now. NASA has a few really good things. First of all, we can make wood axes. Proper wood axes for wood chopping. We had the one that we looted early from McCoy's. That's been having not such a good time. I think I have the head is broken. But I think we can just reforge that into a steel block, pierce it, and then make a new one. So, hey, infinite wood chopping. I think actually infinite, as in we can just always reforge it whenever it breaks. That's the main difference here, I think. We had a couple harvests coming in. Oh yeah, the sunflower seeds are in. Which is probably a matter of drying them here on the big drying rack. Not the small. Dry sunflower. It's gonna take a couple days. We also have some of the chives here drying for that. One thing I also crafted while doing the whole blacksmithing stuff is some cooking tools, a pan, a roasting pan, a cooking pot, so we can make stews and roasts and stir fries. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I also crafted a sword. We've got a short sword over here. Actually, on that note, with level 8, can we make better ones now? Yeah, so I have the simple short sword, and from level 7 on we can make proper short swords and also crude swords. And then level 9 is for the proper sword. Alright, yeah, we can get that. I don't think we have the book for for blacksmithing 5 though, so it's gonna be a little bit slow going forward. Other than that, I'm busy with our little road here. That's almost, well, not really, almost going all the way up to the pasture area. And I kind of want to eventually get some... one plan here, there's a lot of plans for this base. One plan is definitely to get more animals in. So that's our mission today, is to find a couple more enemies. We know... animals! We know there's a couple pigs nearby, but I want to see if we can find some sheep that are closer than the ones we saw at Riverside. And... yeah, maybe... turkeys are super hard to find, but we'll see. Would be kind of fitting, though, if we find some turkeys today. You see a zombie here. We had somebody actually walk over. May or may not have been related to me being in the base, inside, when the helicopter hit. Also... got some eggs, I got some cabbage. Yeah, I think that's good enough food-wise. So we had like a 2 or 3 hour helicopter while I was sitting in the base. We might have some zombies a little bit closer now. So my plan here was to drive out south-ish and just drive a little bit around, see what other kind of farming areas we can find. And yeah, update on the moat situation. The moats are not filling up with water. I'm not sure if anyone has tried that mod out. Maybe it's really a matter of should have had that mod active from the very start, or maybe it's broken in the current update. I'm not sure when it was last updated. I guess I'm gonna have to build a freaking wall all across that area, which may or may not be exciting to do. Alright, where we at? I think I want to drive down here and then westward on this road. I'm just gonna have another foggy day every time. You know, like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna like for the next in-game day I'm gonna start a new episode recording. The game's like, yeah, but what about fog? How would you like some fog with that? This is the other propane tank we got the other day. Zombies here. This is just a little bit exploring. I'm not super like 100, like I've been here certainly before in previous runs. I don't have perfect memory of this area here. Might lead us all the way down to some of the modded maps we were running. Yeah, you know, I thought there might be like a settlement, maybe a little farm somewhere earlier along the way. That feels a little bit too far away from the main road, though. Let's head back. Back on the main road. See where it takes us. Right. Ooh, a little coop. Does not look like chickens. Turkey round. Oh my god! I swear this is not scripted. We've not been in this area. You've seen that on the map. This was in the fog of war. This newly revealed territory. Well, happy Thanksgiving, I'd say. Ooh boy. Okay, there's a barbecue also. There's also a couple 2 or 3 zombies. Shall we try out the sword? Let me have a quick... Ooh. I'm not sure why I'm picking that up. Yeah, hang on. I was trying, before I was so rudely interrupted, I have a quick little salad. Just so that we don't drop into hungry and then lose carry capacity, and then we're encumbered, and you know, it all goes downhill from there. Sounds like a runner. What I was going to say. What with the key rings? And it's just residence keys. And it's pretty crowded though for like a simple little house, yeah. You know what? I just realized. Part of the idea of going for swords was also to, since we had the book, the Longblade book, I don't think I've read that yet. Don't think I've read that yet. Longblade, no. So maybe we just forget about this. This feels like not a very effective way of fighting and of leveling. That guy actually getting up from his little nap at the wall. Still not fast in any way. Maybe he gets here eventually at some point. Also getting up? Okay. Now, yeah, I can actually see the timer here before I remove the tank, so I know 3 hours 30, and that's probably, I want to say, like a third. Not even. It's like one refill. You're gonna over-encumber me. No. One, maybe 2 refills there. Didn't get the guy. No, I did get him. Okay. Big group over there. Really in pain. So, Turkey Ranch, huh? Now, I know that turkeys, do not really produce eggs. They barely, they're basically not worth keeping in your farm. Just, you know, if you're just about surviving and getting food sources, you know, they barely give eggs and, you know, raising them to eventually slaughter them for turkey meat is just not very efficient. And I know that's a very cruel way to talk about animals, but still, it's you know, survival situation. I mean, if we want to have one or two of every kind, I guess we gotta get some turkeys. So I kind of wonder, can I see, is there an animal area back over there? No, doesn't look like it. This is so crowded here. There's two more guys sitting on the window. It's a zombie with something in its stomach. That's probably a pool cue, right? No longer the good old game of bread knife or machete, but it's rather the game of pool cue or katana. Definitely pool cue. Now, of course, we would need an animal trailer to transport them back home. So either we drive back home, get a trailer, or drive around a little bit, see what we can find. Get the third animal trailer back to base. Always worth checking the mailboxes. Not always worth checking, but always worth doing. I don't know. For completionist's sake. Another little farm estate here. Probably sharpen that axe. It looks like it just has a little vegetable garden though. Nothing where animals could be. And I'm assuming this is the road that then probably meets up here. Okay, you know what? We're gonna follow this. Head back, grab our animal trailer, load up some turkeys. It's too fitting for today. And random zombies on random fields, yeah. Empty backpack. The group here seems to be way larger than I initially thought. A second I thought that one zombie had something weird in his back, but it was just the cowboy hat of the other zombie. Kind of clipping in there. Okay, but yeah, let's clear this out here. Could have taken a break. More guys over there now. I think we're gonna go back to the original plan. Back to the car. Drive back home. Get the trailer. Usually don't like leaving the zombies on the roads that I frequently travel alive, but if we're out of breath, not the best condition to fight in. Okay, the rest of the road should be relatively clear back to the home base. So we're gonna do, and just like that, we are on our way back. I guess I'll see you at the turkeys. Back here. Area is still mostly zombie clear for now. So I guess we're gonna take... I don't think we're gonna take all of them. It's one volunteered. Plenty of room there. Were you another hen? Sure. Someone is not having a good day. What pain? Severe pain. We just did a little bit of fighting. I did also craft a couple meat cleavers. They have the big advantage of having only one weight instead of 1.5. So, okay, pulling out the meat cleaver while standing in the middle of the turkeys. I feel like I'm sending wrong signals here. Tommy. 。 sorry, but you're also gonna come with us. You also want to take another. Okay. No idea. Pooled is then, I guess, the term for a small one, for a little chick. Oh yeah. Female, okay. So it's not gonna give any long-term conflicts with the big boy. Now we leave the rest here to their own devices. They got food, they got water, they'll be fine. They'll be more than fine. Be a pain. A little bit careful exploration down this road here, just to see if there's anything else. I'm gonna take a painkiller just to deal with the absurd pain that we have right now. I want to drive in a driveway where I then can't turn around if I need to, so I think we're just gonna park here and then explore where this leads. Tool shed and a little house. I don't see anything that even remotely looks like an animal place. Yeah, that's all there is. Little house and a tool shed. Don't seem not as some sort of barbecue setup in the back. I'm just gonna say they probably don't have a propane gas barbecue there. What's this place? I think I ever noticed this. Then this is the church. Okay. I'm actually already way farther west than I wanted to be, because we're getting then close to the area where the military surplus store is. Which is an interesting objective to raid, but maybe not today, and maybe not... well, we can't enter buildings. So... a little bit of a shorter adventure, I guess. I think we're gonna head back homewards. And since there's plenty of room back in the trailer, we might make a little pit stop at the piggy place and grab a couple of those. And then I think we cram all these animals into our cow zone, since I don't have any other zones set up yet. And then we'll sort them out later to their own personal pits, pens, pastures. Now, do I remember where that piggy place was and how to get there? Let me actually pull up the map. So... what was this little area? Yeah, I'm fairly certain. So we can come up this dirt road here. It's probably the fastest way to get there. Be definitely better maintained here. And, angry letter to the local community council. We got like 5 zombies there on the fields. How do we get the pigs out? Through the gate. I don't think we can carry pigs. Oh, we also got a couple zombies down here. Yes, we have a little bit of fighting to do. No pain though, shouldn't be too bad. There to there. Where did that guy go? That's one here in the corner, right? Might be this one. He's on a mission to press out my pigs. I think I'd rather have them separated. Alright. Still freaking me out every time one of them starts running. Definitely getting a couple more watches here today. Now, technically, most of the time you're good with level 1 mechanics, not mechanics, electrical for the hot wiring. Anything above that is usually just kind of wasted. But since we're building our own base and you need level 3 electrical to move an electric stove, electric oven, and I'm hoping that we get a little bit higher there. 2/3 of the way to 2. we're looking here. So yeah, double checking. Yeah, I cannot pick you guys up. We should have 1 or 2 ropes in the car, though. Anyone? Yes, we're just gonna have to walk multiple times. Come on. We'll see then how much room they take up in the animal trailer and how many of those I can bring with me. And hopefully get along with the turkeys in there. That's, you know, there's still plenty of room in there. I'm not sure I'm gonna get all of them though. Once again, I feel like that's a little bit too much work. Definitely want to have a boar with my piggy. Are you chill? You're chill. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna load up a couple of these pigs here, and then we'll head back towards the base. Okay, we got a trailer full of new and old friends. And we're heading back home. Yes, I really need to park this one somewhere else. That is not a good parking spot. Yeah, and this is as far as I got so far. So it's still a little bit of walking to do. Also, yeah, this is probably going to be a weird turnaround here. Probably have to chop down some trees over the next couple days. Alright, yeah, I think... Who's the loudest? Let's grab these guys. Shouldn't be too far. Maybe I should just, you know, drive to the fields and actually drive all the way here. Otherwise I'm going to be running back and forth a lot here. It's fine. Still have some time in the day. I'm fairly certain they're going to get along just fine. I just hope that you might have or might have not seen. Second. Yeah. We've got our little Lily over here who started fighting Bradford over in the other chicken zone because, you know, they're both males and they didn't get along, so she's living here with the cows now. He's living here. Whatever. It's getting confusing. Shouldn't have named the animals without checking the gender. Yes, you know, in case we want to have a Thanksgiving dinner, we got turkey, we got ham. well, in its unprocessed forms, both of them, but if we wanted to, we could. At the moment, we don't want to. So that's, I guess, the next big building project here is going to be getting some, getting a pasture for the pigs, getting another little pasture for the turkeys with another hutch. You don't necessarily have to have a hutch. Actually, I kind of think it's, you know, having a hutch just means you're gonna have more work cleaning that. But it kind of, you know, feels nice giving the animals a little home of their own. Right, I'm gonna continue the unloading here. And that was a little animal collection episode. We still need to find some sheep that are closer to home. I know we found the sheep all the way out near Riverside, but I feel like getting the trailer over there with all the zombies we had to dodge in between is gonna be a little bit too rough. So I might do a little bit off-camera exploration of the surrounding farmlands, seeing if we can find some sheep. But I think that's all the animals then that you can domesticate in this game at the moment. I guess we can have some rabbits in addition to that, but I have some bad experiences with rabbits. They just multiply too fast. Right, but we're gonna put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.